Hi friends, my name is Chanchal and I run a recruitment consulting firm called the Other Side HR Services. Today I would like to talk to you about making your resume. This is for both fresher as well as experienced candidates. Now, when you're making your CV, your first few points are very similar to both. You can start with an objective. Make sure your objective is simple, especially for a fresher, because your interviewer might ask you to explain it. So even if you're copy pasting it from Google, make sure it's in simple words and you are able to explain it. When you're talking about yourself, your name, you could mention your name, the location. You don't have to write the complete address. You could just mention your locality and city. Talk about a little bit about yourself. It could be you're single or married in terms of family details, your parents or your spouse's name, and you could mention your below that mention your education. When you're mentioning your education, make sure it's in a table format. It looks more neat and it looks more professional. If you have any certifications which you've done apart from the basic university degree and your schooling, you could mention it in bullet points right below the table. For a fresher, make sure you talk about if you do, since you do not have any industry experience, you can talk about projects or any internships you've done on the next page. If that is also not there, do write about your aspirations and end your CV short. Even if it's one page, it's all right, but make sure it is precise and concise. Do not write any extra stories on it. For an experienced person, you could mention with your latest experience first. So that means your current company where you're working, that should be your first experience. Make sure for all the experiences, all the companies that you're writing, there are dates mentioned on it. Your CV has more credibility if there are dates on it. You could write about the brand name, your designation, and your profile in precise words. Also, try and modify your CV, highlight the points which are in relation to the current job role. So, in case you are expected to have a certain skill or a certain experience, make sure you highlight it in your CV that you've done that similar work in the previous company. This also goes for freshers. If you've done any skill certification or any diploma in the job role that is required apart from your education, do highlight that skill you've done in your CV so that the interviewer knows that you are well aware of what the job requires and you have the experience in your, you have the capability or the knowledge or the experience required for that skill set. At the end of the CV, this is for both freshers and experienced, mention about references. Do talk about references. If you can give the references, great. Or you could mention it on the CV that references will be provided on request. Do mention your date and signature and mention that all the information given above is true to my knowledge. Make sure none of the experience or none of the information in terms of education is fake, because there will be a cross check or a ref check and the entire thing might, go up in smoke. There'll be no point. And make sure you have the references ready. So in case the interviewer asks you on the spot that, whose reference can you give me? So you have one or two names ready, or at least one name ready, then you can say that, the rest I will give me some time, I'll come back to you with it. And make sure that everything that is, you have reread and well read your CV before the interview, so that if they ask you any question related to your own profile, you are well aware and you know how to answer. So these are a few pointers. There are also resume formats available on internet, on Google. Do search a good format. Make sure your CV is well formatted and it looks like a professional document, and it does not look like something which is very funky and out of the box, because it is a piece of paper. It is a document which sort of is your identity in the company before you go for an interview. I hope these pointers help you. All the best.